All right, we've entered this town of Winthrop here in Washington State. Real Western theme. Past a bunch of closed stores, although over here some are open. It really had a feeling of there's going to be a gunfight any minute, but right now it's feeling a little more calm. A lot of Western stores. Okay. Neat little town. Here's Three Finger Jack's. He might have lost a couple of fingers in a gunfight. Well, we did find out that this town was founded in 1891. Here's the town hall. A neat little Western theme here. Winthrop, Washington. And here's where we can get our gasoline. Feed store across the street. Neat. Boardwalk Burgers up the block. And here's Sherry's. There's homemade chocolate. They have ice cream. Hamburgers on the deck back there. Nice little place. Kathy's in there now, probably wiping out the chocolate. Oh, let's see what you got. Did you get anything?
No.
Oh, you didn't? I'm surprised. All right. Okay, well, we are here at the Riverbend RV Park in Twisp, Washington State, and this is the Methow River. Our campsite is only steps away. It's a warm summer day here, September 10th, 2025. I think it's perfect weather for getting into the river, so let's shut this down for a second and see if we can negotiate getting in. There's our campsite right over here. Literally steps away. So let's see if we can get into this river. All right, so we're in. Have our trusty water shoes on. Very little current, although it is very slippery underneath. Have a hiking pole to help just a little bit. And let's go forward. Super slippery. We'll see if we can get across this thing. This is just a little arm of it. There's more of the river on the other side of this island in front of us. All right, so here we go. Water's nice and cool and refreshing. All right. So we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. It's a day where we're just kind of recuperating from all of our journeys across country, from New York to Canada to Washington State. We're heading back in earnest eastward home once we leave Glacier National Park in Montana next week. So the Methow River, here it is. We're gonna go across this little island to the other side. Check it out. And here is the main body of the Methow River flowing through the Methow Valley. We're just east of the North Cascades National Park, south and east. We drove through Winthrop. Neat little town with Western theme. Spending the day today here at Twisp, enjoying ourselves in the river. Welcome to Twisp. Small little town here on the banks of this river. And I think I'm going to close this little video clip with a view under the water here in the Methow River. Let's take a look under the water. Very shallow, maybe a foot deep. Let's take a look. We're approaching the Coulee Dam Visitor Center here in Washington State. And I pulled over here because we get a pretty good view of the entire dam. And that is one big dam out there. You may notice the flag is at half-mast because today is September 11th, 2025. Well, here we are quite a bit closer to the dam. Unfortunately, there is a lot of wildfire smoke that has moved back in the area. But here it is, the Coulee Dam. There are benches here for the light show that they have, I think every evening, but that stopped on Labor Day, so we missed it. And this is going to be our final view of Coulee Dam. It's getting late in the afternoon. We're parked at an overlook here, overlooking Roosevelt Lake. And we were trying to get on the final tour, but that was filled up. So it's okay. It worked out nicely. We're here. We got a beautiful view of Roosevelt Lake. And we're going to see the back side of the dam here. There it is. They say the largest dam in North America, or at least the most power is generated from this dam, something along those lines. Coulee, really a miracle, a miraculous feat of engineering, incredible if you read the story. All right, we're going to head over to our campsite nearby. That's going to conclude our little short abbreviated tour of Coulee Dam. Well, I don't have the GoPro, so this is being filmed on the camera video. I'm on a nature trail here at Lake Roosevelt National Recreation Area. I'm just walking along here. Has quite a bit of elevation. Look at this. There's the lake down there. You might even see Kathy in the center somewhere out there. She's waving. Amazing. Right here next to the Coulee Dam. Let's go up to the top of this hill. All right, so we found another bench here. I don't think this goes up to the top here, but we'll see where the trail goes. Continues around this way. I suspect it's going to loop back down to the campground. You can't see our RV right now, but we're past this RV in the trees beyond. Don't know how good this film is going to be with the phone camera, but we'll take something from up here. We're leaving Lake Roosevelt this morning. Oh yeah, we're heading down now. So we're leaving Lake Roosevelt this morning. Just going a few miles east. Tomorrow we'll be at Spokane. So we're just meandering our way back, really, from Olympic National Park, little by little, to Mount Rainier, to North Cascades. We visited St. Joseph's Chief Joseph's grave, famous leader of the Nez Perce Indians. We stopped there on the Colville Indian Reservation on the way to this point. It's been a remarkable little journey through Washington State. Let's just stop. I hope we get a little bit of a decent video here, decent quality. Campground's right down there. What a beautiful place. This is I think it's Spring Canyon National Recreation Area right here, Campground. There's a nature trail I'm on, but they don't have any more pamphlets, so we're at stop 12. Any way you look at it, heading down this hill. So as I head down this trail, there's a little clearing in front of us here, and you can see in the center of the picture, that is the Grand Coulee Dam. That's how close we are. We're on the back side of it where the lake is, and then the dam drops down in front of that overpass right here. I forget how many feet high the dam is. I think it's 500 and change. Creates a lot of power. I read for 8 states, parts of 8 states and Canada. And another rest bench. What a nice little nature trail here early in the morning. A little stroll. All right, we're coming back out of the trail, and what a great way to have the one who loves you waiting for you right there. It's incredible. Let's go give that lady a kiss.
You made it.
Give him a kiss. Bye. Okay, it's September 13th, and we are in Riverside State Park in Washington State, just north of Spokane. We are at the Bowl and Pitcher Campground, and what we're looking at right here is the Bowl and Pitcher Formation. We have the suspension bridge here, which is kind of neat. I was down here earlier today when the sun was lighting things up. Right now, not so much. But this is a geologic formation they call a Bowl and Pitcher. I think it's just a matter of the rocks. Pretty awesome. This is it. Those rocks are what is called the Bowl and Pitcher. This afternoon was a busload of high school students down here swimming. They were having a good old time. So we're still making our way east little by little through Washington State. Tomorrow we'll be in Idaho, then Boise, and we'll go to Mass tomorrow and Sunday. But let's just take a little look at this beautiful, beautiful view. And we'll look in the other direction. This is the Spokane River. Again, it was beautiful lighting this afternoon. I didn't have the camera with me, but here it is. Taking a walk now. It's almost 5 o'clock. It's cooling down a little bit. Very warm day. That Summer is hanging on here. Tomorrow the temperature should drop a little bit. There's this huge escarpment in front of us. We're going to take our bikes up there, but there is no real way to get up there to what they call the Centennial Trail, which is a paved path. But we're going to walk a little bit here. We found Kathy. She's everywhere, this kid. Everywhere we go. All right. So we're just taking an evening stroll here. Don't know how far we're going to go, don't know how much we're going to film, but heading up these stairs, we're going to hang a right on the dirt trail and enjoy ourselves. So we'll see if anything interesting comes up or not. And Kathy and I walked up a trail, number 25. The trails here have numbers, and it's just a look down at the area. Huge boulders from the Ice Age were dumped here. The suspension bridge is off to the right over here. It's another view of the bowl and pitcher area. Okay, so this may be our final shot of this little tour. Very short tour of the bowl and pitcher area here in Riverside State Park, northwest of Spokane, Washington. You may see the suspension bridge out there in the center where we came from. But I think we're going to wrap up the video right here. Filming me coming up. All right, got to get a little adventurous on the trail here. Pretty good view down there. Be nice to get to Riverside. Well, I'm up on the overlook here at the bowl and pitcher area, and this is where they claim that this is the bowl right in there. I have this right, and back over here is, I don't know, I think this is the pitcher over here. So I think we got that right, the bowl and pitcher. It's, you have to use your imagination just a bit. But this is the view from up above. And there you have it. The bowl and the pitcher. The suspension bridge is over here. Get a little view of that. And now we're going to head on out of Washington State. We've been here for about 3 weeks. And we're going to stop in Idaho, and then we're going to be off to Glacier National Park in Montana.